All right, hello, LinkedIn and YouTube. Decided to go live for just a couple of minutes today. I basically wanted to show you this quick new thing that I learned that you might already know how to do in Power BI, but um, I'll just go ahead and share my screen and show you what I'm talking about. It has to do with using color. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Power BI desktop right here. So this is Power BI desktop, and I'm connected to Superstore sample data set where we have categories and subcategories and profit and sales and things like that. So let's say, for example, we are looking at sales, and let's say we're looking at sales by subcategory. And let's just go ahead and expand this so you can see this more clearly and maybe change the visualization to this type of chart. Okay, so now we've got phones, chairs, storage, and so forth. And we were using the color blue here. Now, if you wanted to, and I know there's an easy way to do this in Tableau. If you wanted to put, let's say, sales on color, it would basically color phones a darker shade of blue, and then fasteners a lighter shade of blue, and everything in between will kind of alternate between light blue to dark blue. The way to do that here is you actually have to go to this format tab and go to data colors. And then I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down a little bit so I could show you what I'm talking about. It gives you the default color, right? So let's say we play with the default color, make it slightly darker blue. The way to actually go ahead and change this to a sequential color is you can click on FX here, and it's actually going to tell you the lowest value and the highest value. So we can update the colors. Let's say we want a darker shade of blue, a lighter shade of blue, and click enter, and there you go. You get this color. The other thing you can do here is you can actually set it to diverging. So I'm going to go ahead and click FX again and click diverging. Now you can have a middle color. So let's say you wanted, maybe white as the middle color, and then you want, let's select like a brighter orange for the lower colors. There you go. That's how you do this. Really just hopped on here just to show you that. David Langer, woo, okay, so you haven't used Power BI in a while, but you want to get back into using it. And Tim Clark says, nice. Hey, David. Hey, Tim. Thank you guys for joining. Really just wanted to jump on for these few minutes and show people this because I know I'll forget that I learned it. And I don't know if everybody knew about this beforehand, but I know in Tableau it was very easy for me to do it. So when I learn something in the new tool, I like to either record it. This time I'm like, hey, why not just go live, say hi to people. And by the way, since you're here, I do want to share one more thing with you if you're interested. I recently did this analysis of data visualization tools. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you where you can get this analysis. But basically, if you go to my homepage, storybydata.com, you'll see something called like a tools guide. And when you click that, there's going to be a short form for you to complete. Basically, it's a guide that tells you what each of these tools, there are 12 tools currently, but I plan to add to this. I actually pull up I'll just pull up the actual document. Let me see. Let me stop sharing this and share the PDF file that you can download for yourself. I've gotten pretty good feedback on it. So let me see. Share screen. Just got to open the file. Yeah, StreamYard requires you to have the file open before you can share it. All right, there we go. So, okay, it's an application window. Let me see. Got a couple comments here. Michael, I can't see how you're changing it after clicking fix. We're using the second screen. I'm sorry, Michael, that you didn't see the second screen. Let me do that. Let me do that again. I'll just share my whole screen. That'll probably help. So if I share my whole screen, I'll just do that one more time, and then I'll have everything open. Okay, so if I share my whole screen, let me undo what I've done. Okay, so the colors are blue, right? When we go to format and we go to, here we go, data colors, you're going to click on FX and you should see the little window pop up now. It says default colors, data colors. So you can do a color scale, you can do rules, you can do field values. And what I've done is I actually clicked the diverging button and I've set this one, let's set it to light gray. Let's set the maximum values to dark blue and the lowest values to a brighter orange. And when you click OK, it actually just adds the gradient colors to your Power BI. I was going to say to your Tableau because now it's actually looking a lot like Tableau. Yep, so the dedicated guide to data visualization tools that I was talking about, this is pretty much it. We have a page on, kind of why I did this, and the reason behind my doing this was I want to design 12 data to dashboard courses that basically help people who've never used, let's say, Power BI go from using data to building a dashboard as quickly and as easily as possible, and using that same data and building that same dashboard across all of these tools. So right now I'm building something for Tableau Public and Power BI, but eventually I'd like to build a course for all of these tools, softwares, languages. Let's see, each page here, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Each page basically has the mission of the company. It has the description, the cost, and the trial information, types of data connections, types of data prep you can do, chart types, visual aesthetics customization, a sample dashboard, talk about the ease of use, is it mobile friendly, customer support and community, and then sharing and publishing. So I'm just going to scroll quickly and let you see the samples, but definitely go to storybydata.com, click on Tools Guide, and you can just download this for yourself. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Michael said that worked. Yay, awesome. I'm glad that worked. Well, thank you guys for joining. This was pretty much it, unless anyone has any questions. Tim says, I'll just put it on here. I'm not familiar with all of these tools. Should I start with the resources for the ones I know or just grab them all now? I think you need to basically just use one tool. I personally love exploring other tools. It doesn't really matter which tool you start with. I think as long as you know what you're doing, the concepts and the data visualization skills that you learn with one tool are pretty easily transferable to the other tools for the most part, right? Unless you're going from drag and drop to coding, which was one of the tools, like Python and R were two of the tools on there. If you're just using BI software, it should be pretty easy for you to transition. Wafa says data viz document looks great. Yay, thank you. Yes, it took me a lot of effort to put that together, but I actually learned a lot in the process, and some of these tools are just really amazing. For example, Data Wrapper, I never would have thought, but it's so easy to use and it's free. If you guys want to check out Data Wrapper, I can actually show you. Let me pull it up and show it to you because it's really, it surprised me. Let's see, let me share a screen again. This is something I wouldn't have normally started checking out. So here's Data Wrapper. Start creating. It's free and no sign up needed. I love that, right? You don't have to sign up. You don't have to put your credit card info. They don't even want to know your name. You just start uploading data, so you can copy paste data, use a CSV file, import a Google Sheet or whatever else. Or you can actually create sample data. So let's see, Electricars 2018. So you can either type the data in or, like I said, use one of these sources and then click proceed. So it's actually going to check and describe the data, make sure everything works well. You're going to click next. And then it gives you these chart types. And I just thought the charts looked really cool. I don't know about you. It builds it really, really quickly, just like you would in Tableau, Power BI, and others. But just clicking around, the look and feel, I think, is just next level. The other thing I liked is they've got the colorblind check. So you can actually just do a check of how this would look to somebody who's colorblind. And then you could do a mobile check, right? This is how it would look on a phone. And it actually shrinks it up for you. So this is a smaller phone. Add the title. It's really easy to use. I don't work for Data Wrapper, just not really trying to promote them, but I did find this really cool and useful. So I figured I'll share it with you guys. All right, I'll stop sharing my screen. But do check that out. Let's see. Michael, I love checking to your videos. They're helpful and informative. Yay. Thanks, Michael. All right. On that high note, I'm going to wrap this up and thank you guys. We'll see you on LinkedIn.